What's really necessary for commitment on a team? Do people only want to commit to something if it's actually their choice? If you're a leader or a manager, you've probably experienced resistance from a team around either a group decision or a decision that you've made. And that kind of resistance can really slow projects down. One idea that's often repeated is the idea that you have to weigh in to buy in. And it's true. Participation is really crucial to helping people commit to a decision. But full participation in a decision is not always possible or appropriate. And so leaders need to be discerning about what level of decision making they're using for certain decisions. And it's also super valuable to communicate that to your team so that they understand where their participation is the most appropriate. So let's break down the 5-level decision-making model, and let's explore when each level is most appropriate for team decisions. So level 1, this is when the leader makes the decision really all on their own. And this is best for quick decisions that require private or sensitive information, or when the leader actually has the most expertise to make the decision on their own. It's important to note that overusing this style of decision-making can disengage the team. So it's best for critical, high stakes, or urgent decisions. So level 2 is, I'm going to decide, but I want your input. I think a lot of the times, this is what leaders are thinking about when they engage people on their team. They're holding on to the decisional authority, but they are seeking the input. It can happen in a lot of different ways. It can happen through an open group conversation, seeking people's opinion one-on-one in meetings, or you can even grab people's information or perspective through a quick survey. When the team is not made aware that the ultimate decision maker is the leader, sometimes they may think that this is a consensus process and believe they have more role in the decision making than they actually do. Clarifying this level can help team members add their input without grasping to certain results, understanding that ultimately this is the leader's call. Level 3 is we decide together. This could be a consensus approach where everyone has to agree to the decision in order for it to move forward, or it might be a more democratic vote type situation. We decide together is a great level to use when you really want to empower the team to work together. It's great for decisions that may be slightly lower stakes in terms of the organization, but are really important or crucial for your team. There's level 4, which is you decide with my input. So these might be decisions where the leader has a perspective or point of view that they really want to make sure is included in the outcome. Yet they also want to delegate the exploration and maybe even the decision-making authority to a smaller group or even to an individual. In this case, what's most important is that the leader does not forget to put their input into the decision-making or into the criteria for the decision-making at the beginning. And also letting the individual know or the committee know, hey, this is your call in the end, and really following through on that. So the last level is you decide. Great leaders know when to let their team actually make choices on their own. And this is through delegation. Not everything a team does needs to be a leader's call. Teams that are capable of making choices on their own build their sense of trust with one another, and they can also build the trust of their leader. So finding opportunities for a you decide model is a great way to build your team. When I see a team that really struggles with commitment, my first instinct is, do people know how decisions are made around here? Who's really deciding? Is it your call, my call, or our call? A crucial way to move forward commitment on your team is to be really clear about how the decision will be made. Clarify decision-making for your team and watch commitment rise.